corner of my eye. All right, so back to what we were doing. Um, all right, so yeah, let's a darker, slightly darker color of like this path color will be the color for the other side of the river, and it'll be very slight. Like there won't be a lot to it. It'll just be like, and it's not even going to be like completely like this across. Whoops, definitely not like that. It's not even going to be completely like this all the way across. It's like there'll be parts with rocks. There'll be like rocky outcroppings. There'll be more like vegetated uh, areas as well, and but like overall it will just basically just like peak above the waterline. I should really standardize like the lines, like the tablet. What are you doing? I should really like standardize these levels because like they're really inconsistent like across the entire thing. So like once they start like animating over each other, it's gonna look a bit weird. Am I drawing on the correct layer? Good. Yes. All right. Well, at least I'm doing that. All right. No, not that high. All right. Yeah, I don't think I want the water to actually like come up over the this section of the background. My gut says I probably don't want that to be the case. We'll see. Uh, so, alright, get rid of these trees. Nope, trees. Wait, which layer are the trees on? Oh, they're above this layer. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so this is like roughly what our river is going to look like. It's going to be like, yeah, it's going to be like mostly like flat terrain. And then we can put some interesting geological features in the background if we're so inclined. We can put some interesting features in the midground if we're so inclined. We could put some interesting features in the foreground if it is our prerogative to do so. Alright, so put this back up to full opacity. And then, yeah. So now, right, so the water texture, I'm just going to throw in whatever to start with. Just so I can start evaluating it. And, like, I'll just, like, I probably shouldn't even, like, I shouldn't even do the whole thing, really. I should just, I should probably just do, like, a patch of it to see, like, if I like how it looks. Oh, and I should not be limiting myself at the edge of this layer here. I should be drawing down. Oh, well, actually, the thing that I noticed about those rivers is that, like, the highlighting was on the far edge, mostly. But so if I'm using it as reflected tone, then like it would be mostly on the far edge. If I'm using it as like those patterns that like draw across the river, then or if I'm just drawing things haphazardly. What did I just do? I'll just draw things haphazardly. I'll just draw a lot of things and see which of the things that I actually like in terms of like water texture. So yeah, I guess that's the current plan. So I'll do a section that's more like lateral. LM Lars. Hey, how's it going? It's like, oh, whoops! Oh, I completely missed the Oman New Year. I'm 23 seconds late, but hey, happy New Year to everyone in Oman. So I guess an example of why the year is relative is that where I am right now, the year is 2014, but as of 40 seconds ago in Oman and the Seychelles Islands, um, it's now 2015. So year is relative, really. It has more to do with, or it has, at least for today, it has, year has more to do about where you are than what time it is. So year is relative. Yeah, so, sorry. Happy New Year to everyone in Oman and in the Seychelles. Oh, and Tuater. And Tuater is our Oman, our Omanite. Yay! All right. So that was fun. And now let's change the clock to So now we're UTC 3 is the time zone we're looking at now, and UTC 3 is home to such. Oh, look at all those things in UTC 3. So, wow, look at all of Russia, like St. Petersburg and Moscow. Apparently, like some important parts of Russia are in this round. Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Madagascar. Wow, this is gonna be a big one, you guys. This is gonna be. We're gonna feel this one. So, hold on to your hats, your party hats, the party hats that say 2015 on them. Hold on to them. All right. And so now, in the meantime, we're going to finish or continue drawing in water texture. All right, so that's like a more horizontal type span of water texture, so we can see if we like that. I'll go for like a more minimalist section. So like what if we just have like a very light shading, whatever. Santa hats. That's my favorite. um, all right. All right. So that's dumb. Totally doesn't look like water. I think like like at least at a glance, like I think like this section is actually the section that got it like most right. Like I think by having it like indistinct, like not having like distinct regions, but having it like a little more haphazard, like I think that actually creates more of the look that we want, which is flowing water, like the water that flows fast. So yeah, my gut says that this is probably how it's going to be, but I won't worry about it for now. I'm just going to get these like, yeah, I mean, I guess I could just export these like temporary layers and just see what it looks like. So one of the layers is these three combined. Hey, event time. All right, well, I guess I have until the end of this event to get stuff in order. All right, so this is the water layer, hypothetically. So actually, let's open. Yeah, let's just open these and then. Oh wait, this is the cave. Wrong ones. If I open the backgrounds for the river, BGs 0 through 2. Oh, and BG 3. Although I should really change the name of that one. I mean, I should change the name of all of them. But alright, so layer 11 is our new temporary layer 0. Save that. Layer 8 is our new temporary water. Save that. Layer 14. Whoa. Oh! I drew some of that on the wrong layer. Stupid. Layers. Layers can be really frustrating sometimes. Alright, well, it was just that much, so it's not too bad. So, for one thing, let's spill this. Alright. That difference between layer sampling and image sampling is kind of grinding on my nerves a little bit. Anyways, alright, let's let's bring back the no, not that, the river. No, the river. Oh, there's two layers called layer 8. And let's just draw that layer back in for real quick. So, whoop, no. Dropper tool, pick that. Alright, I'm on layer 14. I'm supposed to be on layer 14, I think. Our brush is a little bit small for this. So, actually, yeah, let's bump that back up. Oh, whatever. I merged layers 11 all together. It used to be separate layers, but whatever. That'll just be one layer. I was planning on just exporting this real quick and then hitting undo, but nope. I had to do something that stuck, so fine, whatever. That layer's all one layer now, whatever. Alright, so this is the new, oh, well, actually, I guess it shouldn't necessarily, well, I mean, it's not like it really matters, because you're never actually going to see down here, but whatever. It'll actually fill up the bottom. Alright, so save that. Okay, and then this one is layer 13, copy, paste, save that. Alright, so when I restart the script now, the event ended, yeah, alright, so the event is over. I'm gonna give you a 1 hour ban for that. So, that was interesting. Alright. When yeah, right, okay, so now when I restart the script, it's going to, look still like janky, but different janky. Yeah. Yep. Just like I said. Different, a special and different sort of jank. Alright, so, oh yeah, you know what I'm gonna do is put the speed back to 0, or back to normal. I'll have to put it back to something crazy when I go back to testing transitions, but just for evaluating the background, it'll actually be more helpful to see the game running at like a normal speed. So let's do that for one thing. And let's also, I think that, so yeah, the speed of the water is supposed to be faster than that. Because like last time I went for a walk, I was just thinking like how fast I walked relative to the speed of the water, and I think the water was actually flowing faster than I was moving. So how fast do we have it moving presently? River data. So we have it moving at a rate of -6, whereas the hero moves at a rate of -12. So I think I'm actually going to turn this up to like -16. And so then the river should be moving pretty fast, actually. Because those are some pretty lazy waters. Whereas I think this river is actually supposed to move a little bit more briskly. So let's rerun the script again. Yeah. Alright, so now the river actually moves fairly quickly. Wait, the whole pink thing is like messing up my eyes, so I'm gonna move that off screen. And actually, I guess I should pull up the stream on my other computer, because like I can't see the well, actually no, the other thing I can do is I can if I do this sorry, this is like the only way I can see what it looks like without the pink, other than like actually pulling it up on my other monitor. So yeah, it's very drab. So the first thing that's standing out to me is that I do need to bump up the palette. Like I was noticing that the palette was like very demure and very like sad, frankly. So I definitely need to boost that up a bit. Because yeah, previously, like for most of the other layers, there was something very prominent in the foreground, and the foreground is always lit a lot brighter than the other layers. But since the foreground is so minimal here, what? Oh, no, the initiate message does always show. The the occasion where you might see an action tag on the screen when there's not actually an event in progress is the case when stream delay is in effect. And yeah, so right, so there's not actually an event active right now. I can, well, I can't show you on this monitor, but if you could see on my other monitor right now, like the chat log now looks like N2Ater says ha 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 XD, Trusty Bard says hark, you find yourself in the Hall of Dragons, etc., etc. N2Ater says unlock, Trusty Bard says the Fabric of Reality bends, etc., etc. Steel Centaur says message deleted, and then you came in. Yeah. So Oh, Oh, right, right, right. So yeah, no, the initiative bonus message only shows up if anyone actually gets the initiative bonus. So if no one gets the initiative bonus, then you're right. Okay, yeah. I thought when you said initiate message, sorry, I thought you meant the message that initiates the event. But yeah, no. Yeah, the initiative. If zero adventurers get it, then it just doesn't even say anything. Yeah. Excuse me. All right. So. All right. So let's. Yeah. Let's change the look. Now, sorry for making the screen so weird for so long. um, all right, I'll leave this open for now. And all right, so yeah, first things first. Let's let's just bump up the color and contrast. So like brightness and contrast, I guess. Not that far, but like I don't know, something like that might be okay. And then I don't necessarily want to bump up the layers in the back. Actually, I'll do the mid ground. I'll bump up the. No, I should. I shouldn't just start bumping things up. And actually, yeah. So no, I shouldn't even bump up the water that much. Well, that much might be okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's okay. Like I don't know. I think an idealized river, because like we're not going for photorealistic stuff here, and I think a slightly idealized river, it's okay for it to be a little bit lighter, like that. I just want it to have contrast, so it doesn't look completely like flat. So let's see what this looks like instead. Save that, and then rerun the script once more, and then so the only difference now is that the water's a little bit brighter. How's that look? Sorry again for for this. I apologize. Um, yeah, that seems okay. Oh yeah, so in terms of the water texture, which areas of the water texture do you actually like? Um, I'm not as agog over that area that I said I thought I would like. I thought I'd like it a little more, but I guess I actually kind of like this patch here. It's like it has like it implies like something's going on with the water, but it doesn't go crazy with it. It's not. It doesn't look like busy, noisy, whatever. Which I think that's the very end of it. I think that's right next to the seam. Which incidentally was the part where it's just like I don't know, whatever, blah 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 blah. So whatever blah 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 I put in there, I think I actually kind of like it. Uh, so oh yeah, I had that rock in there. I had that rock there's this rock in the foreground that just kind of like strolls by. I might skip that. I might skip that rock because well, no, I could do this. Yeah, no, I could do this. All right, let me let me see if I can get this rock to look funny. I mean, it already kind of looks funny, but let's see if I can make it look good funny instead of just dumb funny. All right, so what layer is it on? It's on the front layer. Well, yeah, I'll just work on it in this layer, and then yeah. So for one thing, the rock is a little bit invisible because of how dark it is. Where's the? Yeah, let's get a tone closer to the dry rock, and whoops, and then paint that in a little bit, just a little bit. Uh, what? Oh, that's not the right layer. All right, so there's a drier portion on the top, I guess, which often is the case. Whoops. Eyedropper tool. Image, yes, good. I did it correctly, actually. What a surprise. Alright, so yeah, so the rock is drier on the top, and then like it's just a little wetter around the edges. Oh, I guess that doesn't make tons of sense. Nah, I don't care. Whatever. I'm just testing this out. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, so then the tricky thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to usurp these watercolors, like the colors of the water. I'm going to actually draw them in around the rock. So the water around the rock is actually going to look a little bit like static, but it's going to look that way because I'm going to do what? I'm going to use the lighter color to draw like froth around the rock. It's like splashing up on the rock a little bit. So there's that, and then there's around the rock there's a little bit of it too, where like because like if you picture a rock in the middle of a fast moving river, then the water is gonna like hit against it a little bit, and it's gonna like on the front of the rock. I mean, it's probably in those pictures we were looking at. Like the front of the rock gets a little bit of like water like crashing against it, and then behind the rock there's like this like kind of like this stream where like the since the water went around the rock, it's then streaming back together behind it. So apparently there just aren't. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if this is gonna really show it very much. Not really. That's not really the look that I'm describing. But yeah, I might be overdoing it. I might be exaggerating it a little bit here, but this is like kind of what I was going for with that look. So I'm just gonna shave it down a little bit, and it occurs to me that the front of the rock would be wetter because water's splashing against it. So if the wet rock is that color, it'd be a little more like that. Maybe not quite that much. Yeah. And then hold on. Let me just add a little more of these, like, just make it look a little more turbulent. I don't know if that's helping. Yeah, that's kind of okay, I guess. Wait, nope, not like that. Hold on, let me zoom in. See what I'm doing here. Not like that. What if I had like I don't know, like that maybe. I don't know. Let's see what this looks like, because this might look dumb and it might not work at all. But I just want to see how it would look. So let's paste that there. Save that. Let's rerun the script again. So, all right. Well, all right. It'll wrap around. It started like really. All right. Here we go. Look. So does that kind of look like water crashing against the rock? A little bit, maybe. It's so hard to see it with the with that bright pink background. So sorry for switching over to this mode so often, but excuse me. All right, so yeah, all right. I think that could work actually. I mean, I'll probably tweak it and get it to look better than it does right now, but I think an effect like that could work. So I could just like play with the water on thank you, Glitch H2A. It'd been all day and I hadn't heard anyone just spontaneously shout that, so I'm cheating though. I'm listening to other music, so it's not like I'm not really getting anything stuck in my head because I have my ears feeding my head with other stuff. Excuse me. Oh, you know what's funny? Is that I never actually really like thought about the lyrics of the song until just now. I think that song might be about drugs. Previous, I was just like, why is he like baking soda so much? But I think that might be code for something. Excuse me. All right. I don't have any tea today. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but it's just what I just left over from yesterday, so probably not very good. Not very warm, certainly. Um, uh, hmm. All right, what was I doing? I wasn't coding anything. I was drawing pictures. All right, so yeah, the one thing that's really stood out to me is that it definitely shouldn't be this high because the water level is only like this high. So like I can do the frothy water hitting against the front, but like I guess I can do something in terms of like the water trailing out behind it, but I shouldn't be doing as much as I was doing. So let's go for a narrower brush and just like whoops. Not like that, but yeah, not like that either. Why? Sometimes my tablet. Sometimes my tablet. Yeah, I know, right? I, the reason sometimes you'll notice I use like a thicker brush than I probably should be using, and I do have a reason for that. I try and avoid using thinner brushes because thinner brushes make finer detail, obviously, and I'm really trying to avoid getting into fine detail because this world has like a every time I get into fine detail, like I end up getting like it ends up just turning out really wrong because this world is like the way I'm rendering this world is that is just very blocky. Oh, yeah. So the river definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like for this. Yeah. So for the river, definitely. The river definitely needs a thinner brush. And that's because I haven't even started putting in detail on the river, really. Yeah. What I've done with the river so far is I just started blocking out shapes for like what like what could be happening in the river. And the reason I did that is because this took me like almost no time. And what I realized is that this is actually the rough type of shape that I actually kind of want. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically like delete all of the detailing on most of the river and then go in and put like this kind of shading on like most of the river and see if I like how that looks. And then if I like how that looks, then I will go in and actually make those things look detailed. Whereas if I had made them look detailed from the start, I would have wasted a lot of time. So first things first, I'm on image sampling. Why image sampling? Whoa. Oh, it's on the wrong layer too? Oh, that's amazing. Image sampling is the dumbest. Image sampling is the dumbest thing. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, you guys. Why would they make the anyways, I won't even go on about that. Except to say that it's super dumb. Super dumb. I'm still image sampling. Why doesn't it let me just make the dropper tool? I want the dropper tool to be image sampling, and I want the spill tool to be layer sampling. Is that really too much to ask? Is that really too much to ask? Actually, I will hide. Oops, not that. I mean, I will hide that, but oh yeah, yeah. These little dots. Yeah, I thought this. See, because if I just gone with my gut, I would have said like this would be the right texture to do. But then once I saw that actually in game, I realized like no, that's actually not what I want. And I kind of made that mistake with the cave. If anyone watched the stream, what was it? It was a when was it? I think it was like a month ago. No, it was a little over a month ago. Wow, it was a little over a month ago? December just kind of flew past. Yeah, when I was making the cave texture, it was a Tuesday. I drew like a pretty detailed. No, it wasn't even that special. It wasn't even like that good. I drew like a giant texture for the cave, and I spent all day on it. And then the very first thing I did the very next day was just scrap all of it and start over. And so that was an example of me not taking my own advice, which is just to, implement a little bit and see how that looks, and then, go from there. I can probably show the land again. Not that one. What is it that I liked about that texture? I think it was just that it drew like those shapes in the water. It drew like those lines across the water. But they shouldn't all stretch all the way across the water. So, for one thing. Hey, event time. Honestly, that noise slightly startles me. I don't know if you've noticed it, but I flinch just ever so slightly when that noise happens. For some reason, it's a little bit more jarring than the new follower alert, or maybe I'm just more used to hearing the new follower alert, or maybe it's the fact that it sounds like a laser gun. Yeah, I don't think I did a very good job here necessarily. But again, I'll see what of this I like and what needs to change. Oh, I'm not nearly done. I was like, that's probably about right. But no, I need to stretch this out a lot further. So I'll try some things that are a little bit different, variations on things that I thought had worked. Yeah, actually, no, I think one of the things I liked was very, very sparing use of this of the highlights on the water. Yeah, sure, we'll call that good, maybe. For now. All right, so copy, paste, save. I'll wait to the end of the event to rerun the script. So until the Connor, hey, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you, sir? Yeah, no, today's I got such a late start today. I didn't start streaming until what was it? It was I didn't even start streaming until around New Year's in Peru. No, wait, what was this? Pakistan? Yeah, I think Pakistan was. No, Pakistan wasn't the first one, because the Turkestan Bangladesh New Year's was the first one that we celebrated on stream today. I didn't start streaming today until the Bangladesh New Year's. That's how late I was to get started streaming. And so yeah, I mean, oh, okay, I can restart the script now. It's been pretty mellow today. I think in part because it's New Year's, and in part because I started so late. So I don't know. I'm just doing whatever, having fun. All right, restart the script. Yes. Yeah. So the water definitely looks too samey here. I guess. Huh. Yeah. I think I went too lateral. All right. I went too stripy with it. I think the area that I liked, part of what I liked about it was that it was horizontal, but with yeah, it was more horizontal banding, or the banding was I don't know how to describe it. It was patches of more of a oh, whoa. I cut too low. I cut too low on the man. All right, well, I'll have to fix that stuff up. But I do really need to get a water texture that doesn't suck. I kind of need that. So I guess I won't worry about it too much. because right now all we have in this environment is the water texture. But like if I had more other elements to it, then like the water texture won't have to like really carry the whole thing. So yeah, instead of focusing too much on that, I think I'll actually start adding in other things as well, because I do have to figure out like what goes here. Uh, um, I history was actually like just never my subject. History and geography, for whatever reason, like they just never really spoke to me. I thought they were. Oh, excuse me. The closest thing to history that I ever really cared about was like mythology. That because like that was like more interesting history. If if all history was told in like fantastic tales of like like myths and legends, that I'd get into that. If I ever tried to teach history, I would end up telling lies, just very elaborate lies, uh, to my students. um, uh, anyways, I'm trying not to say that. I keep saying that word, but it's annoying. It annoys even myself when I say it, so I really have to stop. Alright, so yeah, one thing I noticed is that the water, I went a little overboard with that pattern and it went too low. So cover that up. And then, right, okay, yeah, so I'm not even, so the water layer needs like more work, that's clear. But before I do that, I need to figure out what else is happening here. Like what, so we're at this river and so what? Like, so, I guess, let's look at more pictures of rivers and get inspired. um, I could go like the mountains and just go very, very plain, not much. Just like some hills with like foliage and, make it very formulaic. I don't think I want to go as detailed as the cave, because the cave, like, instead of going formulaic, I made it like very detailed. Like there's not like a gist to the cave. Well, there kind of is. Like there are like some elements that repeat, but in the cave, like there's like every section is like its own separate thing. So yeah, I think I want to strike a balance somewhere between there. So it's not like like unnecessarily like redundant or boring or anything, but make it so that it's a little quicker to draw, I guess. So I kind of like this. I think I like this as like inspiration. I mean, like I said, I can't do reflections, so like I'll probably do this on the background layer and imply that there's further distance between this sort of thing and the water level. Excuse me. But so then what goes on the far shore? The far shore could just be like shrubbery, like smaller shrubbery, I guess. Yeah, what if so wait, let's get where's the middle layer of trees? Yeah. So what if the middle layer, where's my middle layer? It's this one. Yeah. What if the middle layer had like, whoops, did not mean to widen that. What if the middle layer just had like, what? Oh, I sampled from the wrong layer. No, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. No, both of those things. Wonderful. So drop this color from this layer. Thank you. Then draw on this layer, please. No. Zoom tool. I'm really good at accidentally hitting the zoom tool in this program. In very many contexts. What are my thoughts on Java as a language? I wrote in Java for a little while. It seemed fine. I don't know. Oh, the timer? This is when this timer hits, maybe I should change the format because like I don't know where I'm from, it's more common to use 12-hour time notation, but I guess in a lot of places it's more common to use the 24-hour time notation, which might make more sense for this purpose. Yeah, all right, fine. Sorry, I'm gonna change that real quick because I think it'll make more sense in the 24-hour format, but then I just have to shift it on screen. Sorry. Don't mind me. Nothing to see here. Uh, sorry, we're looking at that again. Um, uh, doop doop. Don't mind me. Just changing how things look. Doop doop. All right, that's fine. That is fine enough. Right. All right, I'll stop fiddling with that. And then hold on, wait. I have it on this other screen too, though. Facecam. Hey, how's it going? All right, sorry. I'm just gonna edit it here too quickly. Uh, doop doop. All right, this timer is so important. This is the timer that counts down to. Right now, it's counting up to the. Yeah, this is counting up to New Year's in Kenya, or also New Year's in Saudi Arabia, and Iraq, and Syria, and Somalia, and Ethiopia, and Madagascar, and Tanzania. Hey, event time. Yeah, so in a mere, was that 22 minutes? It will be New Year's in Kenya. But of course, all my viewers or everyone who's tuned in from Kenya or any of those regions, of course, knows that already, and so uh, um, yeah. um, I don't know. I knew today was either going to be interesting, and so I might as well do something fun for New Year's, or it was going to be incredibly slow, and I could just basically goof off all day, and no one would care. So I figured either way, I might as well count down to literally every New Year's. I live in the east coast of the United States of America. So, for example, right now, in my time, it's 3:38 p.m. Or what would that be? 15:38. I almost said p.m. But 15:38. Yeah. Yeah. I was doing that yesterday actually, because I realized when I have oh well, you guys are hiding in a cave, so I can't. I cannot. But like, yeah, no. When I'm in this mode, like, I'm basically kaiju to the to side quest. All right, there you go. Um, yeah. It just occurred to me for for side quest when I feel like doing like a major like boss encounter, I can switch over to face cam and like put on like a silly mask or something, and I could be like, oh, I might do that. Yeah. All right, what were we doing over here? Oh yeah, we were adding in like foliage. Just kidding, it's foliage. Uh, so I mean, I could just like, I don't know. I'll just like scatter it about for starters. Like, it doesn't have to be like anything. Well, what does foliage look like on a shoreline? Uh, like a I don't even know what type of land I'm describing. I know more about what I don't want this to be, because I don't want this just to be like the forest with water going through it. I want it to be distinct. So I want it to be more hilly. So like, I guess, yeah, maybe I should try like to do more like grasses, like rather than doing like shrubbery type vegetation. Maybe I should do like grassy, like maybe this is like these are like reeds that like grow on like the edge of like a river, right? And then oh, space my name. Yeah, this is this is the time right now in Kenya, and so Kenya is like 18 minutes away from New Year's. Um, and of course, since year is relative, then we get to, then since this is a global broadcast, technically, um, I think Twitch is I think Twitch is global. I know it's definitely in at least in like Europe and like Russia and like oh, it just occurred to me. I don't Is Twitch in Asia? Like I you know what? I bet in Asia there are probably like other like Twitch alternatives. Like there are other things that are like Twitch that got popular probably before Twitch got popular. So they probably use like there probably is Twitch in Asia, but they probably just use like uh it's probably just not as popular as like some of the other things that some of the other streaming services in Asia. That'd be my guess. I actually have no clue. It's blocked in Botswana. Okay, well, whereas I don't know where Botswana is, but I guess we won't celebrate the Botswanan New Year's. Botswanese, Botswanan. I don't know. Uh, all right, so yeah, so right, not as much shrubbery as like more grassy sort of things. I'll just ignore that area for now, and then yeah. So then what else do we want for the yeah, okay. So maybe like grassy hills then. So then for the background, the background, let's sample the darker of the green colors. Yeah, and then let's put that in as like the hill texture. Oops, no, not that. So like for the hills, let's use a big brush and paint that in for like actually the texture of the hills themselves, not like for the not like for like usually I use this tone for like this deeper tone for like shading on individual like trees and stuff like that, but instead let's use it to like kind of indicate like which areas are like of this like this hilly sort of elevation that we have. We can kind of like what we do with the mountains a little bit. It's like we use it, we basically shade the terrain, not the specific features on the terrain. So I don't know, something like that. And then I guess we can huh. What do we typically do? Yeah, no, in the background we don't really have specific features. Like in the background it's always very very vague. Like we never have anything especially sharp. So if we wanted to have anything like that in the background, it would just be the shape of the hills themselves. Yeah, so all right, so in this area the background is actually going to be fairly simple. Actually, hold on. I think actually connect this here. Should it? Well, no, yeah, that's fine. We can have some areas where it's like lighter hypothetically. Although I don't know, this whole lighter darker regioning thing that I'm doing in the background, it can't really carry through to the midground because I mean, of course, by the nature of, don't be racist. Okay, yes, I agree. Space your name. Let's all of us not be racist. I don't know why we're reminding ourselves of that, but we don't need a reason. It's just an important message that we all need not to be racist. So, yes, yes, space my name. Let's all not be racist. Are you being racist? Oh, you're being racist, is why you said that. So you're at least gonna get purged. The next few things you say will determine as whether you're getting purged or banned. All right. Well, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna purge what you said. I'm not gonna ban you though. Sorry. uh, um, But yeah, racism is bad, kids. Don't do it. It's worse than drugs. um, so anyways, and I said I'm trying not to use that word. It's just not a useful word. I say it when I'm not actually trying to say anything, and so I really should just learn to not actually say anything. I have no clue what you're talking about, but as long as your message is "don't be racist," then that's fine. Because yes, don't be racist. Racism is bad. It's pernicious. It's sneaky, and it's I mean, it's yeah, it is. It's important actually. So I know you're making a joke, but I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to talk a little bit about how you really have to be mindful of racism. So even if no one's being racist, like even if when no one's being overtly racist, sometimes it's just good to remember like racism exists, and some people can't forget about racism because some people are constantly afflicted by racism. And so it's good for those of us who are fortunate, and by those of us I mean me, uh, who, like, I don't really suffer racism, so I'm really fortunate in that way. And, but because I don't suffer it, I do remind myself on a regular basis, don't be racist, because, because it is awful. I don't have to have experienced it to know how awful it is. I mean, I don't know how it feels to experience it, but I intellectually I can understand that it's awful. People have told me, people who I trust have told me that it is awful, and that seems entirely believable. So, yeah, I can, despite the fact that I have not experienced it personally, I can say with confidence that it is an awful thing, and so we should all don't do it. It is an important thing to remember. All right. thank, thank you, Space My Name. Thank you for your empathy. I'm just gonna pretend it's empathy, and anyways, no, but racism is serious. It's a serious issue. So, uh, someone said, I forget who. Oh, I should probably track down this quote because I thought it was really clever. It's that like you can joke about literally anything, but if you're gonna joke about something that's like really that would elicit like really powerfully negative emotions in someone, your joke has to be so good that it has to overcome those powerfully negative emotions. So like people complain when people make crude jokes, and other people complain when people complain that people made crude jokes because like lighten up, we can make jokes about anything, and it's true. That's why I thought this quote was particularly astute, is that you literally can joke about anything, but if you're going to joke about sensitive subjects, your joke has to be so good that it has to be better than, it has to be a greater good than those negative emotions are negative in order to like carry as a joke and not just an offensive statement. So I'm not okay. What are we talking about? Um, there should be a documentary about the first football player in the NBA because most NBA players are basketball players. And the first football player in the NBA would be quite a quite a notable event. I'm assuming you meant the NFL. But I don't know. I don't know if we could. I don't know if we could even figure out who that is because, I mean, hasn't the NFL been around for a long time? Like, I mean, if we're already at Super Bowls like 50 or something, and if you think about it, like the people who played in the first Super Bowls were probably like 20 or so at the time, and so like the people who played in the first Super Bowl are like 70 something. I don't know. I mean, yeah, no, I guess we have like, we can go back. Yeah, that feels like really a really long time ago to me. But no, yeah, we could still go back. I mean, I guess it'd be hard to figure out who that first person was because a lot of people, that was a different time, and like like people were super closeted back then, just because of like the tenor of the like the world, like how people were, like the I don't know, the world wasn't quite ready to react positively to those people. So uh, I'd be interested to find out who that person is because yeah. But no, there should be a documentary about the first. Actually, no. The I know this was not at all your point, and I'm on a major tangent, but there should be a documentary about a football player in the NBA because didn't like what was it? Who was the there was a wasn't there? I know this. I'm fairly certain this is true. There was a basketball player. There's a player in the NBA who was also a really good baseball player. I swear this is a real thing. I don't know enough about sports ball. To some people, this is going to be really obvious and like not cool at all because it's so obvious because they already know it already. But no, it's. I mean, it's still cool, even if you know it already. But like, there is a person who literally played like two sports like really well. Like, I don't know if he was literally doing it at the same time, but like, I don't know. He like played on a professional level in both sports. I'm pretty sure, which I thought that was really cool because like I don't know. I don't follow sports ball, but that I understand like roughly that it's very competitive, and so in order to play professionally, you have to be very good, and you have to spend a lot of time playing these sports. And so for someone to have gotten that good, not just at one but at multiple sports, that I don't know. That's really cool to me. This is really cool. Period. And I don't even like sports ball. I just have respect for people who are like I don't know. He's just like a magic person, kind of, I guess. Like he just like is like what you typically think of like humans as capable of. He was just like, nope, we're capable of this too. It's like, wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Uh, they, maybe I'll try and figure that out sometime. I could do a quick Google search, maybe, and find it. No, I don't know the right search terms to plug in. But oh, did it? Well, that's good. If it looked like the water was moving, that's probably a good sign. Oh shoot, am I drawing on the correct layers? Please tell me I'm drawing on the correct layers. I'm drawing on the correct layers. Oh my gosh, how exciting! All right, speaking of correct layers, I'm gonna export some more. Just to see what the things that I'm doing look like. To see if I'm going in the right direction or if I'm going in a stupid direction and should change immediately. Oh, I should do that thing where I spill this color on the ground. So that when I keep exporting it, I don't have to redo it a million times again and again and again. So let's hide these layers for a second and do this. Excuse me. About 5 minutes until it's New Year's in, I forget what we said. Is it still Kenya? Are we still doing Kenya? Sorry, this is so important. UTC +3. +3. Yeah, this is Kenya. Kenya, Somalia, Saudi Arabia, etc., etc. Someday we're gonna do a New Year's that is actually a time zone that anyone exists in, or like anyone in here. Hey, hey, Sengender, how's it going? Um, I don't, I don't know what port audio is, but gosh, I hope, I'm sorry to hear that you have to, that you're struggling with that. I I personally I just find audio in general to be really tricky. So, yeah, no, you have my sympathies. Just for working with audio at all. And then what type? Oh, I didn't actually change it. Oh, I changed this a little bit. Whatever. Save that again. I didn't change the water at all though. And of course now there's an event, so I should wait until the end of the event before I restart the script. So yeah, I guess if I'm waiting, I can. Yeah, yeah. I'm basically just going down the list, right? It's like when I started streaming today, it was New Year's in uh, Bangladesh, and then we celebrated New Year's in Pakistan, and then New Year's in Oman, and now we're getting ready to celebrate New Year's in Ethiopia and Iraq and Syria and Madagascar. I don't even know if this map is accurate. I'm just going by this map of like what time zones places use. um, oh, interesting. Yeah, audio streams. Yeah, with channels or no, I don't. I should know audio words. If I should be able to pretend to talk about audio by Falkland Islands. Is that huh? Falkland Island. I don't know if that's gonna be labeled on my map. Falkland. Like I really, like I said before, history and geography are the two things that I know very little about. So like if you asked me to put the Falkland Islands on the like if you asked me to point to it on the map, I would say like it's probably like somewhere in this area here, right? Like it sounds probably like it's European, maybe. I don't know, or like European, or like I like the I have no clue. Anyways, okay. So I'm gonna restart the script now that the event is over, and so yeah. Let's see what the background looks like. Wait, what happened? Oh, did I not save? Oh, I must not have saved the this one because it doesn't have like the shrubbery or whatever. So hold on, let's restart the script again. Yes. All right. So, huh. All right. So in addition to just doing the grassy texture, we should probably do like, I don't know, like huh. Yeah, the middle layer seems a bit disconnected from the far back layer. So let's try and think of how well, actually, I know one thing we can do. We can add more depth to the grass. Like, so we basically just have like this front layer of grass like sticking up, like at the edge of the river. But like instead of just having like these front strands, we can actually like add depth to it so that it has a little more like weight to it. So I mean, it'll be kind of a weird look overall, kind of. Or I guess maybe we could try adding like a little bit of hilliness to these to the mid layer too. Like maybe, yeah, so maybe it won't just be grass. Maybe it'll actually be like small hills, and so that it'll be kind of like if the mountains had like a, because the back layer is very mountain like at this point. I think I'll actually need to taper some of those points so that instead of like pointy peaky oh, near Argentina. Is that true? I mean, you could. Oh, whoops! I missed the New Year's. I missed New Year's in Kenya. New Year's in Kenya! Yay! Happy New Year's, Kenya! Happy New Year's, Madagascar! Happy New Year's, Iraq and Syria! Yay! Happy New Year's! I don't know. I don't have like one of those like blower things that people use. Oh, if I had been thinking ahead, I should have gotten like a whole box of those like popper things, like the little like confetti popper, like pew, whatever. And then every hour on the hour we could do pew. Yay! Happy New Year! Happy New Year to everyone in this purple. No, this purple strip of land. So I say Saudi Arabia, Yemen, of course. We can't forget you. Somalia, Uganda, Tanzania. Yeah. Happy New Year. All right. So that's good. Uh, let's set the clock back now. So next we're doing UTC plus 2, which is not that close. UTC plus 2 is this orange strip. So Most of Zaire, Sudan. Wow, look at all this. South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe. Yeah, a lot of Africa. Oh, and a lot of Europe too. So like Turkey, Romania, Greece. Wow. Bulgaria, Finland. Wow, yeah, cool. I think someone from Finland has watched the stream before. All right. Exciting. Fun times. All right. And all right, yeah. So I want to taper off the hills so that they don't look as like, so they don't look exactly like the mountains. Like I want a little bit of visual variety here. I'll play more with the shading so that it also doesn't look quite as much like the mountains. And to be honest, Space My Name I've forgotten already. It was somewhere in Africa, right? It was like low in Africa, right? Like if my face is Africa, it'd be like right here, maybe. I don't know. uh, oh. Oh, this transition. It's getting better and better all the time. All right. So right. Okay. So I don't need to really be looking at the art much anymore because I know like roughly what I want to be happening now. Yeah. So let's start affecting those changes. So yeah. Right. So I started making these hills look basically like the mountains. I just took everything I remembered from when I was drawing the mountains themselves and just like started reapplying it here. But yeah, no, that's not what we want. We want definitely like more hilly, rounded hills than like pointed, mountainy hills. So let's just go like that, and then yeah, no pointy, mountainy parts. Just all very subtle and smooth. It doesn't have to be this flat, but like I'm like going in for starters and saying like it should be pretty flat. Not even flat, just like, well, I mean you can see the type of changes I'm doing. Like anything that like that looked like it was going sharply to a peak is instead not doing that. It's all rolling and expansive. And like this, we need to fix this more. But yeah, I'm actually making it more homogeneous than I actually want it to be, because it is supposed to be like rounded and hilly, but it's still supposed to be like varied as well. So how do I accomplish that? I guess layering in this way is okay. So like I do want to add in like something, so it's not just like completely plain, but like basically what I want, I mean I'm gonna mess up the shading in order to accomplish this, but basically what I want to add in is like, instead of like peaks and crests, I just want like distinct moundy type areas, like so it looks like the terrain is like rising and falling, but not ever like coming to like a point or a crest or like a summit or anything along those lines. And also I want it not to just be like, not just to be like one big like sine wave, because I want it to have like a little more like, you know, a little bit of texture to it too, because like the sorry, I can just see the anchor point on my monitor, just cruising across the screen. Glitch H2A, you were close. You were close. Oh, yeah, no, I was hoping you could just tell me where you live. Wait, I thought you said you lived near South America. Uh, I'm gonna assume that's correct. Falkland. You said Falkland, right? Or Falkland Island or something like that. What did you... Who are you? No, I'm just kidding. Falkland Island. Huh. Oh, you didn't actually say where you live. You just said you're on Falkland Island time. You didn't actually say you live in the Falkland Islands. Or is it a single island or is it multiple islands? I don't know. But alright. Cool. Oh, Falkland Island time though. Like the tip of Argentina, that's like, I mean that's one of the time zones that America uses too. It's like, for all I know, I'm in that time zone. Event time. Uh, yeah, I don't. No, I think the east coast of America sticks out further east than like the than South America. Well, South. No, I have no clue. I really shouldn't even try and guess about that stuff. Um, all right, so is this better? Oh yeah. So the other thing is that like I don't necessarily want these like flat edges because like that also adds like to the more mountainy look. So I want these edges to be like generally more round wherever they occur. There can be like V shapes in the downward direction because like with rounded hills, like if you line up two rounded hills in the distance, they might make like a V shaped. They might give the appearance of like a downward V, but no upward V's. Um, Even this is like a little weird to me, so I'm gonna like cut it down slightly. Yeah. All right, so now let's redo the shading based on uh, our new look, our hot new look for the season. I should decide like what direction I should probably pick a direction for this sun, and I think I'll just use the same one as usual. It's just coming down from the kind of like a frontward. Whoops, not didn't mean to do that. It's just like coming down from like a frontward direction. What's the hotkey? I should be using these hotkeys. Paintbrush is B, and the color picker is K. I can do that. Ugh, it's not convenient. Oh wait, my touchpad is inactive right now, so I can wait. But are the okay, good, yeah. My touchpad and the touchpad mouse buttons are inactive right now, so I can just rest my hand on it. All right, that's better. Look at that, so much easier than what I was doing before. All right, so yeah, let's I don't know, come down kind of like that. I still need to click over for the eraser tool. I don't know. Good enough. No, that's not good. It was fine how it was before. Yeah, apparently. Apparently that's whoever came up with these hotkeys. Apparently that's what they were thinking. So yeah, I will keep some darkened regions, I guess. And then, well, actually, oh, you know what? I'll have like a hill coming up in the background, kind of, a little bit. That will also have like a darkened region. I keep making it mountainy shaped. Why? Why do I keep doing this? Why is my tablet not working? Oops, no. No. Excuse me. Sorry. um. I have to think of it as like parabolas, kind of. Like, well, not really parabolas, but like, I can't think of it as like just up down or like, I don't know. Hey, we got a new follower. Welcome. I'm in love with the cocoa. Underbar. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome. I am not so much a fan of the cocoa, but I am a fan of that song, in as much as that song gets very easily stuck in my head. Yeah. Oops. Alright, so that's good, I guess. Like, I don't know, something like that. And then what else? This looks weird. This is resolving weird. Nah, I don't totally care. It can resolve weird if it wants to resolve weird. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that line I just drew means. So I should probably draw lines more when I know what they mean. I think it just means that I think this line is about how I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. It looks good enough. I'll just be happy with that. sorry, I'm doing that thing where I'm drawing something and I stop talking because apparently I'm not capable of talking and drawing at the same time. But let's see, if I was talking, what would I be talking about? I would be talking about stuff like how look at this. Look at these hills. They are such hills, aren't they? Look how hill-like. No, that's not good. Yeah, whatever. All right. That's what is happening here? What is happening here? Nah, I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. And then I don't really have to resolve this area because this area is going to change anyways once I figure out how to do this seam. Excuse me. Oh. Thank you, Vegas Sarah. I'm glad you like it. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn off my microphone for a second. I'll be right back. I'm not actually going anywhere. To be honest, I'm just gonna blow my nose. I'll be right back. Sorry about the delay. I'm back. All right. So yeah, let's um, what? I lack citizenship to very many countries. In fact, I'm only the citizen of like one country. It's like that's like barely any countries at all. So I don't know why we're talking about citizenship, but that's what I have to say about that. Oh yeah, okay. So the other thing that I was talking about is adding like a hill-like texture to, or like adding hills to the middle layer, kind of. I don't know how this is gonna work. I really only did that much grass. I thought I did more grass. I guess it felt like a lot of grass because I had to keep drawing those little lines. All right, so let's yeah, let's see what the middle layer would look like with a hill type whatever going on. Thank you. Uh, wait, what am I drawing on? Oh, I probably colored. Well, it was whatever. All right, color pick this. Draw this. All right. Well, yeah, no, I should do this on a separate layer because I don't want to. I'm gonna be messy about it at first, and excuse me. I'm gonna be messy about it at first, and I don't want to accidentally draw over that shoreline that I put in because the shoreline's fine. This is just gonna be like some hills, like in front of the other stuff. I'll probably change up the color of this stuff as well, because like these are the exact same colors that I was using for the these are the exact same colors I was using for the forest, and I don't want it to be exactsies. Like, in fact, well, I don't know. That's the other thing, though. If I do change it, I want it to be different enough so that I can still blend between the two. Because if it's too similar, like if I change it, but if it's too similar, it won't like end up looking good. It will just look like smudgy and weird. Like if I'm going to change it, if I'm going to change it and then transition between the two, I should change it enough that it like has its own look. Which I don't know what I might make it yellower. Like it might be. Well, yeah, since there's not as much vegetation, like since it's not as like such tall growth, I might go yellower, so it's more like like golden grass sort of look rather than like grassy hills sort of thing. Uh, so that's one option, possibly. But for now, just for specking out the, why am I killing the grass? Well, I guess for realism, I am not a gardener. I'm not a farmer. If I am in charge of plants, they are not long for this world. So, it's not really something I try to do. It's just something I'm naturally good at, I guess. I don't know. So yeah. um, all right. So since as of yet I'm still borrowing the colors from these other layers. Wait, why is there no? Oh, I didn't put any shading on this layer. Oh, that's funny. I did remember that I didn't put any shading on this layer. Uh, but I blanked on that. All right, so I guess I just have to make up a color. So that's another good reason to just like change up the palette. The other good reason is that I kind of wanted the waters to be slightly turquoise, and with the ground being green, uh, oh no, oh wow, oh, all right. So you have 4 years. That's good. Yeah, take your time. I have one. It's cool. I use it for like you know living in this country and whatnot, but it's yeah, don't no rush. Take your time. uh, all right, so yeah, what am I? Not that it matters. No, it just doesn't matter. All right, so what are these two colors? The thing that I never said out loud is the thing that doesn't matter. I was gonna get like super precise about how I get the tone for hey, event time. How I get the tone for more rocks. Well, I did say that I would be adding those in. I'm not doing that right now because I think the rocks are going to be more towards the shoreline, um, and we will get there at some point. Um, what we were looking at before, like one of the reference images that I said I liked actually had like exposed mountainous areas, but we're already making the hills like similar to the mountain background. So yeah, I thought of a few things that we could do with the hills. Like, well, so one geological feature that I thought would be really cool, and I'm not probably not going to add it in right now, but I'm probably going to do like a whole separate like background for it or a whole separate environment for it is oh, what are those things in like I think in they're I think they're like near Scotland and Ireland where they just like they just like go it's just like grassy and hilly and then it just like goes up and then it just like drops off down to the water. Like it's basically like these grassy hills that just turn into like cliffs that just plummet down to the water. There's a name for those geological features, and I don't remember what they are, but I really like them. And so when I was thinking of like, okay, so what else can I do with these grassy hills? Like I was like, oh well, I could put those in hypothetically, but then yeah, I don't want like I want to keep these different than the mountains. They're already yeah. So I'm instead of having them like green and lush, I'm kind of shifting. I'm thinking I'm going to shift more towards like a golden sort of color for the to differentiate. Oh, the bluffs, is that it? Yeah, right? Maybe I don't know. Let's look it up. It's like bluffs. Uh, yeah, stuff like I don't know. Yeah, stuff like this. Yeah, like that sort of thing where it's just like I don't know, like there's some really exaggerated ones that I've seen pictures of where like it like the hills are literally like going upwards and then all of a sudden it just like stops and like plummets. It's like maybe just because I've never actually like been to a place that has that like that sort of geology, like it just seems so cool to me. Or like no, I think it is just actually like really cool and like just a really interesting feature of geology. So yeah, I would like to represent that at some point. And when I do that, there'll be plenty of rocks. I'm sorry to hear that, Redonkulous. Yeah, something like this kind of, and then yeah, that'll definitely have rocks. But I think I'm gonna save that for a different. because this backdrop is supposed to just be like what accompanies the water, because the river is supposed to be the kind of the main focus, not like the only focus, but like they're supposed to be. Yeah, I bet. I I wait. What are the There's a when I was thinking of like where I might take a vacation. One of the things I was thinking of taking a vacation in like the just like the fields of like I don't even remember. I don't remember where in Europe it is, but it's like in that whole region. It's like in that same sort of area, and like I don't know. They're just like these expanses of like beautiful fields, which I don't know. I kind of like hiking, but I've done like mountainous hiking, and I thought it'd be fun to do like hiking in like an area like that. I didn't actually do it, but is that is that where you live? I thought you lived near Argentina. um, all right, let's. Is that where Argentina? No, Argentina's not near Europe. Argentina's in South America. I'm pretty sure about that one. Sometimes I get those mixed up. Like I know Spain is not in South America. All right, I'm not gonna impress anyone with my knowledge, so I should probably just shut up. Um, all right, so yeah. Hey, ESQ official, welcome back. ESQ2 official, excuse me. All right, so it's like, yeah, are these even gonna look right golden? I guess is a good first question. So let's adjust hue and saturation, and because it could be that like, oh, oops, that's the wrong layer. Oh, they're 2 layer 13s, right? I forgot about that. All right. So yeah, because it could be that like if I try and make them look golden, like they're just not gonna read right. Yeah, because it's really subtle. Like this is like the golden range, because like it starts green, and eventually goes to red, and it goes to red really fast actually. So yeah, like the golden range is in here. So what? I might not be able to find like a golden range that looks right. Actually, if I make it too, yeah, if I try and make it golden, I'll really have to play up on the grassy aspect of it, because if it looks gold, like if I don't pull out if I don't make it look like grass, it might just look like earth. Like it won't look like it won't look like grassy hills at all. It will just look like mountains, like really flat, really like lightly colored mountains. So I guess I should err on the side of like slightly green, like greenish gold. Let's I wonder if I can even find an image of what I'm like imagining, or if I'm just making it up. Gold, grass, hills. Yeah, I'm not making it up. Not completely. Um, yeah, so I'm picturing more like this type of coverage. Oh, that's not a photograph. That's a watercolor painting. All right, hold on. What am I looking for? Yeah, like this kind of grass. That's a photograph. All right, and so yeah, there's a green tinge to it. In fact, so it's like okay, so I could do like a slightly green tinge cuts through the grass, and I could even just like add that in as a feature. Like I could just like have like cuts through the grass as like. It's really weird how you can see chat changes before Binry does anything. Are you just saying that I'm slow to respond to chat? Because I'm definitely slow to respond to chat. I apologize. I try and keep touch on that thing. um, excuse me. Did I miss people talking to me? Probably. Um, all right. ESQ2 official. I added a sound effect into side quests, so now whenever there's an event, there's like an audio alert that plays too, and I literally like it startles me. I should be used to it by now because it's been playing for like days now, but it still startles me. I'll get used to it eventually, I hope. But all right, so oh wow, is this a photograph? Is this really pretty? If it is. It's hard to tell if that's a photograph or like a render or something, but it looks photoshopped either way. All right, so I mean these ones are like they look gold mostly I think because of the sun, but like this is like I think this is a good example of like naturally like what I'm envisioning for this. Yeah, so there's definitely a green tinge, and like yeah, so another common feature seems to be that there are like these like lines through it. Like I mean, it might just be a coincidence, but like it seems like there are these like cuts. I don't know. Maybe it's in this case in this picture it looks like they're cuts because there's like water. Like there's these are the waterways that like I've oh, what did you say? If you ban someone, I see them banned before. Oh. Yeah. So like right, because because of stream delay, um you won't see like me like in this little box that you actually see on screen. Like you won't see this update. You won't see this whole thing update until well after it's actually happened in chat. So yeah, that that's true. Yeah, there's just the stream delay is I don't know. People describe it as anywhere from like 20 seconds to like several minutes, and it basically means like you're actually seeing me a short period of time after I'm actually saying these things. So it's really weird. It's why communication between like chat and me is like just naturally a little bit stilted. Is that there's like a 20-second delay between when you say something and when you see me responding to what you've said. So on my side, it feels like it takes you guys 20 seconds to respond, and on your side, it feels like it takes me 20 seconds to respond just because of that delay. So and 20 seconds is like a really good short delay. Like sometimes people describe it to be like several minutes long. So yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Um, all right. So uh, sorry. This is super not important, but what does my water bottle look like in front of the green screen? Huh. Weird. All right. Sorry. Not important. All right. Yeah, right. So okay. So in this case, in this picture, it looks like there are cuts through the grassiness, and I think because of waterways, which I guess would make sense. Like if this is supposed to be a river. Oh. Hmm. Maybe. Huh. The water flowing near. Oh. You know what? Hmm. Okay. Okay. I have a few thoughts going through my head. The one is that the water flowing like there might not be quite as rapid a river flowing through like these greener golden hills. So one thing I could do is actually slow down the river, and then maybe I could save like the rushing river. Like yeah, maybe so I could do if I felt like it, I could do like a more casual river here, like a slower, more less 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 rapid, less rushing, sort of river here, and then I could excuse me, I could go and save the fast one for the bigger river, like I was describing before. Like I was thinking of doing like a wider river that actually parallaxes. It's so wide, um, and then yeah, because it was just occurring to me like I think like part of the reason like this golden vegetation is less bright green is that it's like it's a slightly more I think this occurs in like slightly more arid regions. Like I don't think there necessarily would be like a raging river like rushing like right through these golden hills as much. I think I'm guessing like the terrain is probably a little drier. So yeah, one thing I could do about that is I could slow down the pace of the river. Like that is one thing I could do. What? Yeah. So what would it look like if I did slow down the pace? I wonder. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try making this stuff gold, a little slightly more gold, and then I'm gonna slow down the pace of the river, and then see what that's like. So is this? Do I like that? I don't know. I think that's about. I think that's about close enough. Should I make it a little more green? No, not really. Like yeah, that's probably fine. Oh yeah, because they can't make it look sandy. Because like hypothetically, we could be traveling through like a desert. Oh, that's a good. I should add that to the list. I actually started keeping a list of backdrops. Oh yeah, so like uh, bluffs, desert, desert with one S. Two S's is the delicious thing you eat after a meal. Uh, yeah. Uh, so, uh, yeah, I'm gonna change this color slightly too. I'm not gonna change it as dramatically, but yeah, not not quite like that, but and then change it. Maybe this. So this one might be slightly more green, like not quite as gold, and then more saturated, less saturated. That's about right, I guess. Lighter, less light. No, that looks weird, doesn't it? That looks like chartreuse. That looks like weird neon. So like not as saturated, less saturated, but maybe a little lighter. Uh, I don't know. How does that look with like the grass? That looks weird. But I can't really shift the hue of this grass because if I shift the hue of this grass, it'll shift the hue of the dirt too, and the dirt will turn like purple or something. Um, so I'm just gonna export it like this for a second, just cause. Why not? So paste that, save that, undo the merge, thank you. Copy this. No. Sorry, sorry, Spaceman name, but I can't really help you with that. How about this? I'll just keep guessing about where it might be, and you can tell me once I finally get it right. Is it near New Jersey? Are the Falkland Islands near New Jersey? That was my first guess. Let me know if we can play like warm or colder, right? So like so first tell me like am I close with New Jersey? Like am I close at all with New Jersey? Or okay, wait. So you said Argentina, right? But I think you might have been lying. So I'm going to say is New Jersey warmer or colder? Like is it closer or further to the Falkland Islands than Argentina is? And you let me know. No, I'm dead serious. Let me know. I mean, I don't think that it's actually near New Jersey. I'm just trying to like hone in on where these islands might be located, or this island might be located. Is it Falkland Islands or it's Falkland Island? I don't know. All right, let's rerun the script. It's not. There's no event happening now. Yeah. Okay. So rerun the script. What does this look like? Oh yeah, no. The other thing I was gonna do is slow down the water. So let's do that because that'll make it way better. All right, so let's slow it down to like 6 or so. I think that's what we had it at before. So yeah. Oh, freezing. Oh, okay. All right. So is it near? I was gonna just name like a random place, but then it occurred to me, no, I should name places that I know the location of, because otherwise that's not really gonna be helpful. So is it nearer or further? Is India nearer to the Falkland Islands than New Jersey, or is India further from the Falkland Islands than New Jersey? That is the next question. We'll figure this out eventually. All right, let me rerun the script real quick. All right, so now the water is like very, very casually paced, and we could actually even slow it down even further. But if it goes any slower, then it'll like never move relative to the camera. Oh, it already feels like I don't know for whatever reason, India is farther than New Jersey from the Falkland Islands. Interesting. Uh, how about You said the Falkland Islands were near Argentina, and I honestly don't know if you're joking or not. I wouldn't have guessed that they were, but if India is further than New Jersey, then how about Alaska? Is Alaska? So wait, if New Jersey is my best guess so far, is Alaska nearer to the Falkland Islands than New Jersey, or is Alaska further from the Falkland Islands than New Jersey? Because apparently New Jersey is my best guess so far. Uh, all right. Yeah, something about this slow-moving water just like creeps me out. Like I just don't like it. Maybe it's that I just don't like slow-moving water. Like, cause slow-moving water is just creepy. Like slow-moving water is gross water in my opinion. And I guess that's not really an opinion, and it's not even really my opinion. But like, I mean, like the slower water moves, like the more stagnant it is. So like, maybe that's why I'm reacting negatively to this water. Uh, I also, now that the hills are so bright, I almost want to darken the water too. So I'm gonna try that for no particular reason. What if the water layer was and I might adjust it. No, not that. Definitely not that. I don't think we need to. Yeah, we can up the saturation a little bit, but let's lower the lightness. That was the thing that I want to do. Do I want to shift the hue slightly? Maybe slightly. Yeah. I don't know. Let's so saturation. Yeah, we can saturate it a bit. A little bit. But not so light. Also, let's play with the brightness and contrast. Not in that direction. It's like contrast. No, we don't need much contrast. Oh, but I did want a little more contrast because I think we lost a little bit of contrast in those other changes that we were making. I don't want that much contrast though. Huh. It's weird. I kind of want the darker tone to stay saturated, but I kind of want the lighter tone to get slightly desaturated. Maybe I should just do that. Dropper tool. Desaturate slightly. What would that look like? A mess. If I spill it like that. What about that? No, it got lighter. Somehow desaturating it made it lighter. Oh, because it's bluish. For blue, saturated means dark. So, okay, wait. If I'm going to desaturate it a bit, I should also darken it a bit. Nope, not like that. Wait, hold on, start over. Undo. We can do this. Alright, so I just want to desaturate this a bit. Shift click with the magic wand to select one color. I don't know why I'm supposed to do that. Alaska is farther from the Falkland Islands than New Jersey is from the Falkland Islands. Alright, so how about Mexico? Like, are the Falkland Islands actually near Argentina? Because that would. Alright, for Argentina then. Is Argentina closer to the Falkland Islands than New Jersey? Then. Yeah. Is Argentina closer to the Falkland Islands than New Jersey? Let's see if you were being truthful. I mean, I guess I'm still relying on your truth value. So, this would not be proof positive of whether you are being truthful. But, alright, so wait, hold on. Undo. Nope, not that. Keep that. Undo that. Alright, so dropper tool, spill paint. Let's click it down. Saturation. So saturation is 54 right now. Let's bring it down to like, I don't know, like 40 something. 40, 41, 40 maybe. And then that made it too light. So let's bring down the value. Starting at 73, let's bring it down to like That might be too low. Maybe like that. Let's see how that looks. So right there. Spill, spill, spilly, spill, spill. Oh, we're spilling on the image, not on the layer. Rage. Alright, so layer sampling. And now, of course, I'm going to rage again the next time I need to use, the, sampling tool. Oh, alright. Well, then why are we playing this game? You already, you already told me where it is. Okay, it's near Argentina. It's near the tip of Argentina. But, so is the Falkland Islands, is that like where you, is that, I don't know why I don't know why I care about it at this point, but is that where you live? Because you said you're in the same time zone as the Falkland Islands, but you never actually said that that's where you live. Does that, so like, do you live in Argentina or something? um, all right, well, it seemed weird to me. Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't change these colors. Well, I don't understand why why it should be important to me to know about the position of the Falkland Islands. So I'm not going to care about it right now. If you, hey, event time. Maybe someday I'll find out these secrets of the universe. But yeah, no. For today, I think I'm probably going to shift topics from geography to, I don't know, maybe something else instead. Like game dev, for example. We could talk about game dev. That could be fun. Did you know that game dev is actually what I used to do before I became a Falkland Islands research expert? Way back in the day. It's actually where I got my start. When I was fresh out of school, I got my very first gig working in game development. And it was great. I very much enjoyed working in game development, and then one day, I even started streaming it. And so for a while, in fact, for such a long while that it actually extends to this very moment in time, I streamed game development online for the entertainment of others and myself, to be honest. So, yeah, I miss that. I miss those days. Those were fun days. I think I'm gonna bring it back, and relive it as if it was yesterday, which it was, as well as probably tomorrow as well. Oops. All right. I don't know if this palette is exactly right, but I don't know. Well, I definitely have to fix that grass. It's like, maybe I'll just get rid of it and start over with that grass. Oh, wait, if I do undo, yeah, there we go. Haha. Copy. Layer, what was that, 14? Haha, blammo, eat it, grass. Alright, so, I don't like that edge, for one thing. It's not flat enough. Or it's too flat in some places, is what I meant to say. How did I get started in game development? That's a good question. So, when I was young, there were like two main things that I did to fill my days, like apart from like school and like blah blah, all those things that you have to do. So we didn't really know what it was called at the time, but like when I was young, my friends and I would basically spend all of our time LARPing. Like I don't well yeah I don't think LARP was like in the popular vernacular. Like I'm guessing the term had probably been coined by then, but like I certainly had never heard it before. So like we didn't follow like any I still don't even know how LARPing works exactly. I know roughly like the idea of like what it is, but like I don't know like how the rules work or anything like that. And so why am I doing this with a mouse? I guess because my tablet freaks out a lot, and I want this to be slightly less haphazard. Yeah, so yeah, so and we didn't have like very strict rules, so like we definitely weren't like LARPing in any official regard. But I mean that was basically like how we occupied a lot of our time. Was like it was basically just like it was like gamified like storytelling uh, amongst like our group, and we did it in like a kind of an ad hoc manner too. So like we didn't. Whoa, what is? Oh, that's something on the lower layer, right? And I'm revealing it because I'm giving way to the lower layers by subtracting. So I can fix that by just going like this and like this, and then like that, more of that, all of this. Oh no, I just need to upgrade the tolerance or increase the tolerance. Wait, undo. Yeah, so yeah, just because it was fun, we would basically you know just we'd like it was just like it was game like, and because we all of course enjoyed um like proper games, like structured games as well. So like right, so like I said, there are the two things that I spent my time doing as a youth. I spent a lot of time doing that, and then when I wasn't doing that, I was literally playing games. Like my friend had like an extra TV that because like when they got a new TV, they still had their old TV, and instead of getting rid of it, I brought my video games over to his house, and we would have two TVs set up, and we would both be playing the same game. It wouldn't necessarily be a multiplayer game. Like we were big into RPGs and stuff, and we would be playing the same RPG in the same room, just kind of like we wouldn't even be like we wouldn't be playing it in lockstep or anything. So he was actually better than I was, and he would get really far ahead of me, and so I'd usually be like trailing behind. Oh, you know what's funny? Maybe this is why I don't mind spoilers in life. If people spoil something for me, I'm like okay, um, and I never really connected the dots, but yeah, no, my friend was always way better at RPGs than I was, so he would always be like really far ahead. So every time I looked at his screen, I was getting spoilers. But I don't know, it's just kind of cool because like I don't know that mode of gameplay didn't really have a social component to it back then. Anyways, like this was like decades ago. So like the only way to like play that type of game with other people was like the kind of what we did. Like because there of course there wasn't like a multiplayer mode in the game, and I mean I loved games like Secret of Mana, which were like it had that like RPG adventure sort of quality to it, but it literally had multiplayer in it. That was like one of my favorite games for a long time because of just adding that simple component. Yeah, no, that so I spent like a lot of time at my friend's house playing RPGs in that manner, and then when we weren't doing that, we were playing we were basically LARPing, as I talked about before. So I guess that's not a really good explanation of like what of like why I like games, because I don't know why I like games. I just like games because I do. Like I always have. There wasn't a time that I remember like deciding that this is now I like games. It was just I don't know. It's just that innate fun. I think like I mean the whole point of a game is that it's supposed to be an activity that people find enjoyable. Like what qualifies a game is like if it's fun. Otherwise, it's just like a set of rules that are not fun, and it would probably not technically be a game at that point. Um, yeah, that's sounds awesome, Space My Name. I used, I used to play I used to play games kind of like that. I don't know if we literally threw them at each other, but it's something similar. Uh, yeah, I think so like for the things that I was like talking about like why I liked like what I liked about those games. When like MMOs like hit the scene, I got really into those. Well, actually, it wasn't even until EverQuest that I really got into it because like well, for one thing, they came out when I was in school, and I don't think my parents would have let me play an MMO when I was in school. At least not the way that I play MMOs, because when I started playing MMOs, I got really into. I'm like, I for a little while my schedule when playing MMOs is that I would stay up until like 7 in the morning, and then I would sleep until 2 in the afternoon. Just and it got to be that way because I would stay up a little bit later, and I would stay up a little, like I used to have a regular sleep schedule. Then I'd stay up a little bit later playing games or whatever, and I'd stay up a little bit later and a little bit later. Yeah, it got a little bit inverted for a while there. So um I went to university, and when I did, I studied. The first thing I started studying was math, because that was like the only subject in school that like I found particularly interesting. Like the rest of it seemed all like weird and made up and stuff, but like math seemed like, I don't know, it seemed real. It seemed like definite. It was like science, right? Except I don't know, for some reason like other sciences didn't really like strike my interest the same way. I don't know. There's just something about math that was like so. It really compelled me, and I think like if I had in my education like anything in the way of computer science uh, before secondary education, I probably would have known going into secondary education that I really like computer science, but my school didn't really have anything like that in the curriculum, so it wasn't until I realized, like eventually I realized like I like math, but I don't like math. Like I don't want to spend the rest of my life doing it. Like I couldn't do it all day, every day. Because one thing math is not is fun. Math tends to be not fun. Kind of the opposite in a lot of ways. Like you can make math fun, but you have to do that very intentionally. That does not happen automatically. And so oh, what did I ever decide with the? Sorry, I'm just slightly distracted for a second. But what did I ever decide with the slow moving river? Because like I'm pretty sure I don't like it. I guess maybe I'll try bumping it up to 9, because then it'll be a little bit faster. It won't be. Because the adventurers move at a speed of 12, I think, and I don't want it to move at the exact same speed as the adventurers, because that would look weird. I don't want to look. I don't want it to look too lazy though. I guess I do want it to look a little bit lazy, because if it doesn't look we're not in the middle of an event. No, we aren't. Okay. If it right. So if it doesn't look lazy at all, then I do have to secondary education. Sorry. That I guess that's not a universal term. That means like uh so primary education is like the stuff that's like that you would get at like a public school. So like where I am, it's like you get 12 grades, including kindergarten, or no, 12 grades plus kindergarten, and that's like primary education. So once you finish your primary education, that's when you like graduate from high school, and then secondary education is like where I'm from. It's not free; you have to pay for it, and so like university, you have to like pay tuition to go to a secondary school, or like a university or a college. And so I did. There's also like postgraduate work that you can do, and I did a little bit of postgraduate work again in math. I don't know why I kept going back to math.